In the name of God, the beneficent, the most merciful. Good afternoon to you, my brothers and sisters. I'm going to be doing the second video of the danger of being chosen. And one thing you have to be fully aware of: whenever you are chosen, the world will not love you. And Jesus says, the world did not love me. And since the world hated me, you'll find out it will hate you even as it hated me. And see, today we are living in such madness of the world. Money has been the obstacle. Money has been the root of all evil today. For the love of money is the root of all evil. And today some of these people will perish themselves with grief and harmful lusts and evil and wicked desires. So brothers and sisters, you cannot have two masters. You will love the one and you hate the other. You will be despised to the one. You hate the other. So I want to suppress this. Whenever you are chosen, you're going to get hate from the world. And not only from the world, but you're going to get hate even from your families today. And since Jesus was hated, you will be hated as being a chosen servant of Jesus the Christ. You'll find out who are your real brothers, sisters, and mothers and fathers. Those that are doing the work of God are my mother, father, sister, and brothers. You will find out that being a true servant, you will not get no favor from the world, and even from your own families. "40 years of my life, brothers and sisters, and I want to share this to you. My lifestyle. I want to say my lifestyle wasn't all that great. Some of you today had families that had some drug issues. Most of our families today, there's not too many of them. It might just be a few out of many today that have some drug issues. So I want to say to you, brothers and sisters, my life growing up wasn't great, but I made the best of it. I was going to always put myself in being a leader. That's what my name means. Kafani means destined to rule. You can go look it up. The word Kafani means destined to rule. So all my life growing up, you get people, families, friends, whatever. You find out people will never be in the best of your interest. You'll find out that who is your real families. Because, brothers and sisters, growing up, I was always asked this question. Well, son, I want you to be like me. I want to introduce you to drugs. I want to introduce you to crack cocaine and all these other types of drugs, which today, brothers and sisters, I refuse to sell drugs in my life. And one thing, you being a true servant, you'll find out how many people you'll just have to leave alone. And brothers and sisters, now I told you that I didn't have a good life growing up. I got locked up when I was 28 years old. I did 6 years for a crime that I didn't do. So, like I said, through the grace of God, I was able to find the Lord. And 6 years of my life behind the bars for a charge of voluntary manslaughter that I did not do. But the laws and statute of limitation today doesn't fit for the black man in America. So I had to take what my Lord was giving me. So anyways, brothers and sisters, to make a long story short, I want to thank God that He made me. That He made. And He made me to be a helper of our people. So I'm fine with taking on my mission that God gave me to do. If it's preaching on my social media platform, is it doing eulogies at loved one's funeral? I'm fine with that. I'm fine with God sent me to do. So I want to say, as part of you being a servant, You're going to go through trials. You're going to go through the tribulations. You're going to go through being hated. You're going to go through being tested. And see, all this is part of your growth. Holding on to the faith. Through the midst of it all. Even though the world may not accept you. And see, I'm fine with that. And see, brothers and sisters, I don't need people that's not of God. See, I'm fine with being by myself. I'm fine with God being my Father. I'm fine with God being my helper. I'm fine with God being my refuge. I'm fine with God being my provider. I'm fine with God being my Savior. I'm fine with God using me. And I'm not afraid to live for God. And if it takes me to leave people, then so be it. And see, all my life, I'm fine being the black sheep. You know, growing up as, a child, when you had brothers and sisters and you see the favoritism, you see parents will do more for your younger brothers and sisters. And see, all my life, I was fine with that. But one thing that I'm not fine with is when you need a favor. And when I called my dad the other day and asked my dad to take me to the hospital because I'm dealing with a sprained ankle and I want to see, did I fracture my ankle or is this a minor sprain? But you find out today that people's time is so valuable. Money today has been the root of all evil. And the black community today is intoxicated. And part of that is drugs that have been flowing throughout the black community. When there is drugs from anywhere from crack cocaine, methamphetamine, fentanyl, PCP, when there's all these type of drugs, there is witchcraft that been in the black community. When there is drugs that's flowing throughout the black community, One thing that we are good for is to take it and sell it to our people. And see, it kept us busy that we don't think nothing but the dollar. All we think of how can we make that dollar today. Families don't think about their loved ones today. So me asking for a favor from my dad for him to sit with me for a few hours, because his time is so valuable being out there making his money. And see, the problem I have with that, because you can't pretend today, is either you're going to serve God or you're not. And you can't serve two masters. You love the one and you hate the other. So you can't act like you're a servant of God. So you're going to put the God uniform on and take it off and go right back into doing those things that you are comfortable with. Once you find out, I'm putting my starvation in jeopardy because I want to continue to do these things that are comfortable of doing. And since you have been comfortable doing these things all your life, you are going to have some serious problem with fixing yourself on the day of the Lord return. Today, brothers and sisters, we are living in a world of such madness. People a world that is so envy, jealousy, greed, selfish ambition. And see, whenever you are chosen, you're going to be tried. People that will try you, people that will try to tempt you, people will try to lead you astray, people that will mistreat you, people that will use you, people that will speak bad on your name, people will tell you, won't you just mock God? Because their life today is not in that alignment. And since their life is not in that alignment, they want you to be miserable. And you know, at the end of the day, miserable love company. And so if you got a miserable person, he wants you to be his company because he's miserable. He wants you to be miserable. He will find everything to make you miserable, to make you to be very unfit with God. So you have to know the danger of being chosen. This is Kafani Howard. Don't forget to subscribe to my video. If you like what you're hearing, please get that little thumbs up for my video. I want to say, may the grace of God be with you. Peace.